Hi, my name is Jared Gould with Campus Reform. Today I'm at George Washington University, where I'll be asking students their opinion about the university's recent decision to arm campus police officers. Let's find out what they think. Are you aware of George Washington University's recent decision to arm campus police officers?
Vaguely.
Do you agree with the decision? Do you not? What do you think about the decision?
I think it's complicated, and I understand why people are upset, and I could see how it might not be best for student safety.
I'm personally not for it. I just think, why add guns to the problem? Like, why add more guns to trying to protect gun safety? I just think there's a lot other safer ways in order to give students more protection around campus.
I don't know. I mean, in general, I'm pretty anti-gun, so I'm not, can't say I'm thrilled about the decision.
So the university administration said that the reason why they want to arm campus PD is because of an increase in violence, not just in Washington, D.C., but also an increase of mass shootings on college campuses across the country. In the event a mass shooting occurred here on campus, a police officer would need to be armed in order to handle the situation. In that context, is it appropriate for campus PD to be armed?
I personally don't think so. I think that, there can be a perpetrator of crime in any scenario, and based on the statistics that we've seen, especially to certain college groups and minority college groups, I honestly don't think putting a high amount of people who are armed in those scenarios.
So much of the crime that we see in D.C., though, that's on the rise is violent crime, and it's often perpetrated by people who are armed. And the GW administration cited that they're, afraid of the increase of mass shootings. If campus PD is not armed, how are they supposed to neutralize those suspects that are armed?
That's a really good question, because I've actually had the discussion with my friends, and the people who are pro having the GWPD have guns, that's their argument, which I can totally see. But I just feel like with so many students on campus, I think a lot can go wrong with having all officers be fully armed.
No, I agree with that. I think that's fair, and that makes a lot of sense. It's just kind of difficult to say, because both sides are kind of right. I don't know.
No, I've only been here. I'm a freshman. I've been here one school year so far, but so far I've seen zero instances that need a gun to stop from the GWPD at the very least. So I don't think.
How about the armed Canadian Goose jackets that were taking place at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, I still don't think GWPD having a gun would stop that, just because, I don't think they're going to, see someone getting robbed from their Canada Goose jacket and just, all right, it's time to, shoot them. I don't think that would have that much of an effect.
So a leftist student organization called Students Against Imperialism protested the decision. They actually stationed themselves outside of the president of the university's house here on campus and said, we want you to disband this decision. We don't want you to arm campus PD. They cited that it would increase racial violence. Is that a legitimate argument? Do you agree with the Students Against Imperialism?
No comment. Sorry.
For what reason?
I just don't have anything to say on that.
That's a difficult question. Look, they're entitled to their opinions, so yeah. I don't know how to answer your question. Yeah.
As a white woman, it's hard to speak on this, but I would say I don't think that racial discrepancy is a really big issue at GW. I think it's really a lot better here more than most places.